If you do yoga and your only strength pose is Chaturanga, we need to talk. Now, you don't need to lift like a bodybuilder, you don't need bulging biceps, but what you need is to feel strong in your body. The stronger you feel, the more durable you are, and the more likely you are to still be doing what you love, which is yoga, well into the last decade of your life. So these strength exercises that I'm going to recommend, they don't replace your yoga practice, but they will enhance your practice and they will make you feel so confident in your own body. So this is easily one of my favorite exercises to build strength, hamstrings, glutes and quads, as well as your core, your entire stable base. Can't forget my glute medius, the hip muscle on the side as well. There's two variations that I'm going to show you, and I'm going to explain the anatomy for each one. First thing you do, stand on your left leg and have the weight, the kettlebell or the dumbbell in your opposite hand. Bend your standing leg and then lower down, but don't lower the weight down. Lower your body down by bending the knee. Feel the weight touch and push straight up. So keeping your chest up rather than slumped. You bend your knee, you lower down, feel the weight touch and push up again. You want to aim for about 10 repetitions on each side, and that's really going to build some endurance and strength into your quadricep, which is your front thigh, and also your glute, and you'll feel that right away. So I'm squatting down, I'm squatting and pushing up, and I really feel that. The second exercise I want you to do after you've done 10 repetitions on both sides is to make this more of a deadlift now. This is now going to change the primary focus from your quadriceps to the back of your leg, your hamstrings, glutes and hips, of course. Rather than squatting, you kick back. You go backwards and lower down. Feel it touch. Use your glute to bring you back up. So rather than go down, you go back. There. And as you come up, focus on the glute bringing you back. Focus on the glute. I mean, what an exercise. So a breakdown again. When you bend the knee and lower down, it's more quadricep as well as the outside, your glute and your core. When you change and kick back, you work more the hamstring. My recommendation is that you do 10 repetitions on both sides for both versions. We move on to the kettlebell swing. Before you kettlebell swing, it's important, this is how I teach it anyway, that you take a punch. So when someone's about to punch you, you go like that. You tense, you brace, feel everything tighten up. You do not want your lower back to do any real work more than it needs to support you. You definitely don't want your lower back to become the prime muscle working here. It wants to remain secondary as a supporting muscle. You want your glutes and your hips to do most of the work. So I hold on to the kettlebell and I take the punch. So if you notice I'm not standing perfectly upright, I take the punch. And then I stick my backside out there. And again, if you notice the technique, at the very top, I try not to lock. This is faulty. And I'll explain that in a video I'm going to do on how to do the kettlebell swing correctly. This is faulty. You want to come up there. I stop when I feel like I'm 90% into my swing, and then I come back down again. I let the kettlebell take me here and then up. And I keep focused forward the whole time. As soon as I change my gaze, my back rounds. So take the punch, look forward, there we go. Because of the type of weight you're lifting and because of the fact that you might only have an 8 or 10 kilo kettlebell at home, you want to go for a maximum number of reps. So you want to go for anything 20, 30 plus. If you're lucky enough that you have a very heavy kettlebell, the same rules apply to any time you're lifting weights. 10 to 12 reps is ideal. As a bonus, if you want to target your inner thigh muscles and your quads a little bit more, you can also do the sumo squat, which involves you taking your feet out, pushing your knees out in line with your toes, making sure your arch doesn't collapse like this. There, see that arch? Look forward, take the punch, take the punch, take the punch, and come up. 90%, I don't lock, 90%, down, come up, down. The whole time I'm trying to keep my toes down, as opposed to this. I want to be there, looking forward, breastbone up. If you are lucky enough to have a heavy weight, again, 10 to 12 reps. But if you don't have a heavy weight, you want to do higher reps as long as it's challenging. Another bonus exercise, if you have the time and space, is to do your goblet squat. So the weight is in front of you, chest up, elbows in, sit back, elbows to the area just above your knees, and push your heels, come up. 90% again, because most people do this, and it will catch up with you over time. 90%, go down, come up, and that's it. As with everything we've done, tighten, take that punch, engage those intricate core muscles. They will support you and stabilize you through what you're doing. Do those exercises today, and trust me, your body will thank you tomorrow, the day after, and in 10 years from now. Strong yoga teachers don't just hold space, they also hold weight. If you want to learn from me and my team, visit akramyoga.co.uk. If you feel like you can learn from me personally, email me at zahir@akramyoga.co.uk.